Hi guys, this is me just coming off the bypass and onto the Annan Road. Now the reason why I'm commentating over this video is because I've got to try and calm myself down when it comes to town riding, and I thought, how am I going to do this? I'll tell you how I describe it, how I describe the attitude of 99% of people I observe going through the town, the way they drive. Every single set of traffic lights is about to turn red, so they always drive accordingly, just in case it's going to turn red, will slow down. Very indecisive, I don't know what the word is, they're too defensive, you know what I mean? It's not happened yet, the lights are still on green, go for it, get through the lights, that kind of thing. People just don't drive, they just crawl. There's a guy going up the sands doing 10 mile an hour. So I thought to myself, right, this is no good. I work in the town, I go from one end of the town to the other end of the town daily, so I've got to try and find a solution to this problem. It's not road rage, but I'm getting uptight and I'm coming home and I'm in a right mood. So how can I do this? And I've discovered I pretend that I'm showing somebody around the town, like maybe I'm in a car, and maybe that's what people are actually doing in the cars, I don't know. Anyway, I'm showing folk around the town, I'm showing them where I'm going. So this is me just turning into Georgetown. I don't know if this is old Georgetown. It possibly is, and we're going over a railway bridge here. I'm not sure if this railway is still in use. Just try to think where it comes from. Is it? Yeah, it probably is, because it'll be going down to Carlisle, because you're heading down that way. So that's the railway to Carlisle, that is. And we're coming into Georgetown here. And just up, I don't know what this road's called. We're coming up. There's some cars parked here, and I tell you, this did actually help me. Just pretending I'm showing somebody around the town, showing them the sights. It slowed me down. I'm not that I'm going 40 mile an hour through the town. I'm doing 25, 30 mile an hour, driving safe. But folk are just so, I don't know how to describe it. They're not zoned in. They're not paying attention. They're not. I don't know what they're doing, but they're just not focusing, you know what I mean? People are trying to get to places and they just dawdle along. Dumfries is a kind of retired town. It's a retirement town, you know, virtually. Obviously there's a lot of workmen and what have you. Through the day it's not too bad, but anyway, I decided a plan. Now this is Georgetown Road here. And we're coming on to, there's a spar up on the right, and I'm going to turn down onto, I think it's called, oh man, Gilbray Crescent. People call it a different thing though. What do they call it? They call it Craig's Road, but it isn't actually Craig's Road. This road I'm turning right onto. Kind of cut the roundabout off. I was safe enough to do so, so I did. Anyway, this is Gilbray Crescent, Gilbray Road, sorry. And a lot of people call this the Craig's Road, but it's not the Craig's Road. If you look at the signs, you know, not that you'll ever be here, but the signs don't say, they say Gilbray. And you've got the school there on the left, and you've got the library there on the left. And that's the left there is called, so I had to go straight on, and to the right there is Gilbray Medical Centre. So this must be Gilbray, which I know it is. I've looked at the signposts. And the actual Craig's Road is at the top of the hill here. I know that because we had friends living down there. My wife used to work for them. They've become friends of ours. An old couple, the Cochrane Diets they're called. And this is the hill up to. There's a pub on the corner up here called the Mount Sydney. I call this the Mount Sydney, this part. The Mount Sydney is just up there on on the right. So I'm actually just going to get some fuel, because I don't know if I'll be able to get any tomorrow. I doubt I will be able to, but so I thought I'll get some fuel just in case it's relatively okay. I know it's that time of year where it'll probably be wet tomorrow. And there's a big cemetery there. I think that's called St Michael's. Is it St Michael's, that one? Not 100% sure what that cemetery is called. And there's some schools along here as well. I think it's St Joe's and St Joseph's School. This is down here. And this is what we're coming up to now, is what's called the 5 road ends, because it's got 5 road ends. It's a roundabout with 5 road ends. And up to the left is the hospital. Dumfries Hospital, the main hospital. This is St Michael's Street Garage. And I get some of the good stuff. I've been treating my bike to the good stuff, just to clear it out, because it's been a lot of water in it. A lot of water falling, a lot of rain, so I thought, well, I'll get some decent fuel into it a few times, and that'll help it a lot, and it's running a lot better. I'm going to cut just now and cut this video till I set off again. So I think I'm just about to reappear. Here I come. Just take your time there, boy. Going grey, look. 45 though. Anyway, it's a good wee petrol station, this. And I was surprised how much it was. I mean, only filled up a couple of days there. It was £13. Mind you, I went all the way to, where did I go to? I've been flying about everywhere, and then today I went to Lockerbie to drop off. I sold my old GoPros. They were the first HD GoPros. I got them for X amount, and I got what I was happy with. You know, I was helping the lassie out as well. Her husband was wanting some GoPros, so I'm hoping they'll be happy with them. They're a good enough camera. Take a great picture and good volume on them. Anyway, I went to Lockerbie and I went to Moffat. That's where I went to, Moffat, or Beatic in fact, and then back to Dumfries, so that's a few miles. I went down the old road from Lockerbie, the old motorway. The old, it would be the A74. This is me on St Michael's Street. So this is me calming me down. This is what I'm going to do from now on. I'm just going to be showing folk around in my mind, just to try and relax myself, because on a motorcycle you've got no kind of distractions in the car. You're not fiddling with anything, you're not talking to anybody, you're just in the zone on a bike most of the time, if you're not completely shattered. Like this woman, I don't know what she was up to. I think she was sleeping. Lights are on green and she's going, they might go red. Oh, they might go red. No, they're not, they're on green, go. That's what green means. So this is us turning onto Brooms Road, and this junction here is Brooms Road car park. It's 24-hour in there, some parts of it, which is very useful. And we're coming up to the Lidl. The Lidl's on the right there. And at this next roundabout, and you've also got the fire station just after the Lidl, just there. There's the fire station on the right there. And there's Morrison's petrol station, and Morrison's in front of us, where my father works. And when I'm coming up, I don't know what this road's called. I don't know many of these little roads. The tiny wee roads I'm not sure of. Not 100% sure. But here on the right, left is DG1, which is being refurbished. The first shot didn't work so well, so hopefully the second go will be better. They didn't build it so well the first time, and I let this guy out. I thought, well, if I stop here, nothing else can I know there was space to go by, but if there's somebody behind me, anyway, I'll let him out. So we're coming up. There's another railway bridge here, and they're just on the. I don't know if it's still a coal yard, but there's a wee bit on the right there, which used to be a coal yard. It might still be actually, and the range is just beyond that as well, just to the right of it. And on the left here over the bridge is the police station, the new police station. It's been there for years now, and this is the Annan Road. Is it? Yes, it is. It's the Annan. No, it isn't. Let me think. Yes, is it? Yes, it is the Annan Road. Yes, it is. Annan Road. We're coming across. What's this bit called? Something Mount. Cornwall Mount, I think this is called. Yes, and the train station is just up here. And if you go right here, this is the Lockerbie Road. Okay. We're coming over another bridge. There's another railway bridge, and the railway station is right there. We're on the railway station bridge, and this is the Lockerbie Road. Come on, traffic. Here we go. Usually quite quick, these lights. So I thought, well, I'll go down and I'll show you where the cinema is. So you got the Hawks there. That's the car garage. I think it's the Vauxhall garage. And you got a wee computer fixer in the corner. Has he moved? I think he might have moved, or he's got a different shop. He seems to be still. Maybe that's just a little advert, that shop, and telling them where. He maybe still rents it just as an advertisement to direct the people to where he is based now. And just beyond these lights is the Cairndale Hotel and gym. There's a spa and everything in there, very nice. And then you've got the council buildings on the right, but I'll come to just opposite the Cairndale, you've got the council building. And then there's the back of the DG1. I actually cleaned in the porta cabins, immaculate porta cabins, beautifully made, you know. 2-story porta cabins, lovely. And like the boss said, they're on a car park, so there's no mud. So we just passed that's the English street. There's cinema there on the left, just there. Now that car was turning, that's a cinema. And then we've got the theatre up here as well. There it is, just on the left there. There's the theatre. Not 100% sure what this road's called. Not 100% sure, I don't know. I should really know. But we're coming down at Nith Place, which is on the left down at Nith Place, where that car is on the left there. If you turn down into the left-hand filter, is where Scotspeed motorcycles used to be. Which I bought a dozen bikes out of there. And on the right there, that's the Lorban Centre, where I work from time to time. I do the janitorial and caretaking in there, and the cleaning as well. Now and again, I just do it for cover. The light's gonna go. I think they are. His brake lights went off. And we're coming down. I can't remember what the name of this road is. I don't think it's Shakespeare Street. It might be English Street. I don't think it's English Street though. Or it might just still be the Annan Road. Might not be. Not 100% sure. And I'm waffling because I can't be bothered fast forwarding this video. So I'm just going to waffle till the lights turn. Oh, they're taking a while. Sometimes they can because it's 4-way lights here. This is the only set of traffic lights. My old friend Daryl Mason told me this is the only set of traffic lights in Dumfries that's synchronised. There's 2 sets that are, when one goes green, the other one goes green, so you can get through. And if you're not quick enough, one goes red. This one goes red. This is us turning onto the White Sands. And the Nith is very high. I don't know if you can see it there on the left there, the River Nith. You see the sheen on the water, it's very, very high. They thought it was going to flood. It might even have done last night. And you got all sorts of places, a wee spa. You got a bank there, a big massive car park. not so much to say about the Sands. This is where the buses not terminate, but they do really drop off. And the bus depot used to be, and there's all sorts of pubs and everything up here. And there's a nice Italian restaurant up here, Ivano's. It's a nice restaurant. Not restaurant, sorry, a takeaway. A friend of mine knows the owner very well. So I've had a meal out there. Lovely pasta. This is coming onto Buccleuch Street. This is the Buccleuch Street Bridge, and we're turning. We've got lights here, so I'm going to pause the video because I stay here for ages. Back in a second. You can wait a while at those lights, but we're through now, and then we're on to the Glasgow Road. And this Palmerston Cafe, I think it's closed. Yeah, no lights on over there, is it? No, it's open. There's Farm Foods on the right in Palmerston Cafe. That's a famous wee cafe, and there's vets there, and ATS is on the right there. And this is going up the Glasgow Road. There's a wee bit of rain on that thingy, that screen. I've put some. I did the old washing up liquid trick, but it might have run out. You know, you just put a wee dot of it neat and then just rub it in, buff it in, a really soft cloth, so the rain shouldn't stick to it. This is the old visor trick, you know. You put it on the inside of the visor and the outside of the visor, and it stops rain. It's just a mean way of what's it called? Rain-X. A meanie's Rain-X, you know, a bit of a drop of washing up liquid. It seems to work. It worked okay this morning when I went to Lockerbie Moffat. Anyway, this is the Glasgow Road still. We're coming up to Tesco's, a massive Tesco, 24-hour Tesco there. KFC, home base, all that sort of stuff. B&M, pound stretchers, Dunhill Mill, there's all sorts of things in there. And there's a Costa there now. There's a Costa, and we're coming up across onto the Big Cooker Bridge roundabout, which takes you one way. And if you go left here, it takes you to Stranraer and Ireland there, all that lot. And if you turn right, it'll take you back onto the A75 for England. And if you go straight on, you're going up to Glasgow, Edinburgh. That's the A76. So anyway, I'm going to stop the vid here. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like these videos, please share them and like them and subscribe, please. That'd be fantastic. Bye for now.